Good morning, heroes. Coach Rick here. Welcome to week 5 of the 12-week year, and welcome to Money May. Who's excited for the dollar dollar? I know I am. Shoot, let's get it going. Get those bills dropping on us. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope that you have recovered, and I hope that you're ready to go. Peak Performance Month has ended, but we're going to do a continuation. Just we're switching from physical to financial. So let's get into what's happening. The book of the month, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This is one of those books that we think you need to be reading at least once a year. And I've already teased this before, but I have all of Harv Eker's full program access. So I'm going to be trickling out a lot of bonuses. So if you were to join any month, this would be the month, because this is going to be an amazing, incredible kick-ass month. I hope you're ready for some tough love, though. You guys know that we tell it to you straight. So I want to do a little exercise with you very quickly, because I want to show you that I already know something about you, and all of us coaches do. So I want you to think about your life and where you stand as far as your money, your happiness, your health, and your goals. If you were to rate yourself right now from 0 to 10, where do you stand as far as basically your measures of success? All right, so should have a number pretty close in there. So I can tell you two things. Number one, you're not at 0, and probably not at 1. And I know you're not at 0 or 1 because you got on one of our calls super early. You showed up. And people who are at 0 to 1, they're still asleep. They aren't seeking out help. They aren't looking for programs like this. But I know something else about you, and I know that you're not at a 9 or a 10, because if you were at a 9 or a 10, you wouldn't need this program, or you would be a coach in this program. So the fact that you're here right now tells me that you're somewhere in the middle, maybe 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 or 8. You're probably right there in the middle. And I want you to think about this, because this is going to come up with our training with Harv. If you are right now in that middle spot at 4, 5, or 6, how did you get there? You got there from your past experience, right? And I think all of us would say, well, up to this point in life, I've done my best, right? You've done your best. But Einstein says that you can't solve a problem with the same mind that created that problem. So right now, if you're at a 5, you've got to shut off the brain that got you here to this point, unless you just want to have what you have right now. If you want something new, you have to be open to some pain, and you have to be open to some outside input, because if you fully give into this program, we are going to push you over to that right side of the scale. But you have to give up the same thinking that's left you at a 5 up to this point. Let me give you an example. How do you feel about last month? How do you feel about your performance? Does anybody think they got a 10? I don't think so, and I'm going to call out all of us, because nobody got all of the badges. So nobody put in level 10 work. I hope you were challenged a little bit, and you maybe went a number or 2, but nobody can say I'm at 10. So there's so much more left in the tank for you to give. In fact, some of you, I'm not going to mention any names, but some of you couldn't even bother to fill out that 5-year planning sheet. And that is an amazing sheet. What an amazing tool to have. It's something that we literally are going to start charging people for, and you got as part of this program. But some of you couldn't even be bothered to fill out a worksheet to help you figure out what's going to make you happy and feel successful. So I'm putting down the gauntlet right now. Are you going to step up? Are you going to get fired up? And are you going to come along with us? Are you going to do the work, and are you going to excel? This is time. So you have a weekly challenge this week. We do this every year. I help you guys through it. And that is to calculate your net worth. I will circulate out by email, or your coaches will shoot it out to you. We're going to do a simplified version. I used to give people access to my spreadsheet, but I think it's way too complicated. So we're going to give you two different versions, a simple version that's just fill out on paper and one that's an Excel spreadsheet, and you can choose. But this is going to go into that same folder that you have been storing up. So your 5-year plan is going to go in there. Your one thing and your work and all the stuff you do with Jarvis is going to go there. This net worth worksheet should go in there. And frankly, you should be filling it out once a month so you can track yourself. And as we go through this year, we're going to keep adding tools. So whether you have a digital folder or a printed folder, if you do not have one of those, again, I'm challenging you, get it in gear. Commit to this process. Ignore the thinking, the lazy thinking that says, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, this isn't really working. I'm not seeing a lot of results. Well, you're not seeing results because you're not putting in the effort. So push that aside, take the challenge. Let us push you. We're going to do it with love. And, as I always tell you guys, if I'm pushing too hard, you can tell me. But until you tell me, Rick, take it easy, my job is to push you. So this week challenge is going to be to calculate your net worth, and you're going to get a badge for it. In addition, a lot of you have other badges you still can earn. So this is the week. I'm super excited to get going. Grab the book. That's all done. I'm done with my speech for now, but you're going to get sick of my voice. Hopefully not. Hopefully it'll be like Goggins where it gets you fired up. But it is May week 1. Time to come up with your critical actions for the week. And as I challenge you every week, when you're doing this, you have to come up with something totally crazy. Like, paint your company logo on your body and run naked through Petco Park. Like, it's why? No, you're not going to really do it. But again, it gets your brain creatively thinking outside the box. Okay, turn it over to your coaches. Go get it done.